Rishi and Ranbir gang up against Anurag Kashyap. Sushant's Dhoni biopic could be in trouble. Katrina gets a taste of her own medicine. Has Salman extended the olive branch to Sonakshi? I'm Caitlin, and you've tuned in to the weekend edition of 9xc.com The Show.
I'm hot, you're not. I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9xc, 9xc, 9xc.
So, while you were taking stock of your week, we bet it won't be as drama-filled as the one Rishi and Ranbir Kapoor made sure the Phantom Boys had. On Tuesday evening, the Kapoors called Anurag Kashyap, Vikas Bail and producer Madhu Mantena to their Pali Hill bungalow in Bandra, Mumbai. Now, this was no fun get-together, but it was a meeting to talk hard cash. Rishi gave Phantom Films, the makers of Bombay Velvet, a piece of his mind. And not because he watched the trailer and had doubts, but because his son had not been given the money that was promised. I'll get you up to speed. This one requires a bit of math, so stick with me. Ranbir was offered rupees 32 crore at his fee. He was also promised 35% of the profits, subject to realization. Phantom was to make the film in a budget of 74 crore. They sold the film to Foxstar Studios for 92 crore. At that time, they made a profit of 18 crore. However, at the end, they realized that they have gone over budget by 15 crore. And that's the conservative estimate. Now, they have not much left to give Ranbir. He's been paid 20 crore and is awaiting the other 12 crore. A source close to Rishi told 9xc.com. Why should corners be cut at Ranbir's end? At the meeting, Rishi told Phantom Films in no uncertain terms that his son's dues have to be paid ASAP. In fact, he has been frequently telling them this since the last 2 months. But the two companies in question have kept him at bay, giving him nothing but lame excuses. When 9xc.com sent Anurag a message asking about this volatile meeting, he had a very polite answer. His reply was, "What crap?" Alright then, maybe Anurag's reply won't be this cocky if Ranbir and Rishi actually approach the Cine and TV Artists Association for non-payment of dues. This was the last thing that Anurag and Bombay Velvet needed. What with the film being delayed due to post-production issues and the sheer scale of mounting a project like this. So Ranbir's father creating issues is not really helping them. Let's join hands to make sure Ranbir gets his dues immediately. Connect with us on facebook.com/9xc or tweet to us at 9xc the show with hashtag #FairPlayFairPlay. But Foxstar Studios have been caught in another money tangle. This one involving the Sushant Singh Rajput starrer MS Dhoni, The Untold Story. So when Sushant Singh Rajput first came on the scene, he was looked down upon as the boy who had run away from the clutches of TV to the glory of movies. But he soon shut down his critics. With each of his films, he has grown as an actor and in popularity. In his most recent film, Detective Byomkesh Bakshi, where he plays an amateur detective, his performance has been appreciated. But the film has not managed to live up to its hype. In her review, Anupama Chopra said, "The film requires patience. You will have to indulge director Dibakar Banerjee as he indulges himself." Rajiv Masand felt, "It's the snail-paced plotting and the surprising lack of urgency and imminent danger that cripples the film. When it comes to box office numbers, the figures have not been promising either. The total cost of making the film has been 35 crore. The film has earned 23.14 crore in Indian theatres and a total of 32.47 crore including satellite rights." Now, these numbers, along with the reviews, seem to have affected Sushant's next project. Buzz is Foxstar Studios' producers on the biopic on Dhoni are considering slashing the film's budget. When 9xc.com sent Vijay Singh, CEO of Foxstar Studios, a message, he chose not to reply. In the film, Sushant portrays the Indian cricket captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Now, this by no means will be a small film, but looks like the producers are getting cold feet since they feel that the chances of Sushant pulling in the audience and getting the desired box office numbers might not be as easy as they thought it would. So they are being extremely cautious with their money. Recently, Sushant told a section of the media,
हर वो चीज़ जिससे कि मुझे ऐसा लगे कि मैं वो कैरेक्टर हूँ जो मैं अगली फिल्म में खेलने वाला हूँ, जो पोर्ट्रे करने वाला हूँ, वो चीज़ मैं कर रहा हूँ. एंड आई विल मेक श्योर कि जब आप फिल्म देखें तो आपको एक सेकंड भी ऐसा ना लगे कि आप किसी और को देख रहे हैं, ना कि उस कैरेक्टर को जिसकी.
Sushant might have no intention of disappointing anyone, but looks like the producers of his Dhoni biopic were disappointed and are thinking of cutting down the film's budget. This got us thinking, is Sushant really the best choice for the film? Now, we're not questioning his talent, but when you hear things like the producers are having second doubts, you begin to have them as well. So we decided to check what people thought of Sushant playing an icon like Dhoni.
I think Sushant is not suited for the role.
Dhoni, not Sushant Singh Rajput, any other actor. Sushant Singh Rajput is a bit chocolatey for Dhoni.
Famous nahi hai.
I think he looks like MS Dhoni.
Yeah, I think so because Kapoor maybe he was a cricketer, right? So I think he can do well as a sportsman and cricket being his, sport in the first movie as well.
Yeah, I guess so he'd do justice to that role because he's played a cricketer before. Like he was a teacher, he trained that guy in Kapoor. So I guess, yeah, he'd do justice to that role.
I don't think so because Sushant doesn't look like Dhoni at all. Just by growing hair, he cannot become Dhoni.
I don't really find him as a great actor. You can't compare him with the other actors.
Sushant इतना talented या इतना experienced actor नहीं है कि he could play a role of MS Dhoni.
Hrithik Roshan. Siddharth Malhotra.
रणबीर कपूर का करना चाहिए था ये वाला.
I am a Hrithik Roshan fan. Any day Hrithik Roshan.
Somebody like, say, Amir Khan.
I don't know. Maybe Farhan Akhtar.
Dhoni himself.
शाहरुख. वरुण धवन उनका एक्टिंग मस्त है, वो धोनी जैसा कर सकते हैं. शाहरुख रहेगा तो बेटर रहेगा.
Dhoni. I think Sushant will do a good job.
Are you guys excited to watch Sushant as Dhoni? Write to us at facebook.com/9xc or tweet to us at 9xc the show. And you know which films Alia Bhatt is looking forward to this year?
Most excited about hopefully both my films released this year.
Well, that's obvious. But Alia is also excited to see another actor's films.
I'm really excited to watch a couple of films, and that would be Bobby Velvet, Jaga Jasus, and Dil Dhadkne.
Now what's the common factor between two of these films? Well, Ranbir Kapoor, of course. While launching the first edition of Miss Vogue, Alia was all praise for Ranbir. Even Alia's quote on the magazine's cover reads, "My biggest crush is Ranbir." Now, you could easily brush this aside as a schoolgirl crush, but if you're Katrina Kaif, you might not think it's just a harmless crush. We first brought you news about Katrina's insecurity with Alia in January, and this statement might just push her over the edge, especially since Ranbir and Alia have been cast in Ayan Mukherjee's film and will soon begin working closely. At that time, 9xc.com had learned that Ranbir and Alia were constantly exchanging texts and making phone calls to each other. Alia had even casually dropped by his home. For his part, Ranbir too has been looking forward to working with Alia.
I would love to do a movie with Alia, not just an ad film. She's extremely talented. I've loved her work in all of the movies that I've seen of hers.
Alia really does not need to rock the Kapoor-Kaif boat since Ranbir is equally insecure about Katrina and is spying on her. We told you about this last episode, remember? But whose on-screen pairing are you really looking forward to? Ranbir and Katrina in Jaga Jasus or Ranbir and Alia in Ayan's film? Tweet your choice with hashtag BollywoodJodi at 9xc the show or write to us on facebook.com/9xc. Coming up, Katrina's ex-makeup man gets his revenge. Are Salman and Sonakshi patching up?
I'm a superstar. 9xc, 9xc,